Get ready to match the stars. Gary Burghoff, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Reilly, Madlyn Rhue, Richard Dawson, and Betty White as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 75. And now here's the star of Match Game 75, Gene Rayburn.
Thank you. Hello there. Hi, Johnny Olsen. How are you? Good. And is everybody okay over here?
Yes, sir.
And you're ready to have to go at it. You're not okay?
No.
Is there something we can do for you?
No, not...
What can we do for her?
I don't think a thing, thank you
Really?
very much.
Maybe if we put drapes in here.
She can't fit her fat scarf into her fat bosom is her problem.
Let her worry.
Getting a little testy, aren't we?
No.
Holy mackerel.
Let's say hello to our current champion, Nancy Olsen here. Nancy's won $6,300, right?
Yep.
And what are you going to do with all that money, Nancy?
Oh, God, I don't know.
You don't know?
My husband just graduated law school, so we'll help him open a practice.
Oh, that'll be nice. Yeah. He could
Let's
open
go
an
to
office
Hawaii.
probably that big with $6,300 in this
okay.
day and age. All right, I guess we're going to start with the audience match here in a moment or so, and you're going to have a go at over $5,000. We'll see if how far you can go with that after we see how far you want to listen to this message. Here we are, once again with Nancy Olsen. She's up here for the third time. She's going to try for over $5,000 now. Nancy, you ready?
Yes, I am.
We polled a recent studio audience, and we got their best response to this. Blank, what does that say? I can't see the end of it. Butter, okay? Blank butter. Now, the answer they gave most often is worth $500. If you match the next one, you get $250. And if you match the bottom one, you get $100. Whom do you call on?
Richard, please.
Richard, what do you say?
Present.
Blank butter.
Oh, churned butter.
Churned
Being
butter.
a country.
Oh, that's
Just a second. Who gave her funeral? Brought her out of nothing.
Yes. And
And
made
who
her a
came
star.
up with drill?
Right.
Now, if you don't like churned butter, put it where the moon don't shine.
Gary, what do you say?
Unchurned butter.
That is the most revealing thing he has said in 18 weeks. No, I think it's bread and butter.
Bread and butter.
That's fattening.
One more.
Brett.
Brett.
Well, what about peanut butter?
Hold on, wait a minute now.
That is a good one, and I think I'll change mine.
Change yours. You're going to say peanut
I'll say
butter.
peanut butter, you say churned.
You say churn, okay.
I say I'll stick with bread and butter.
You stick with butter. All right, so you got bread and butter, peanut butter, and churn butter. Do you want one of those?
Yes, peanut butter, please.
Peanut butter, please. How do you like it? Just plain with a little jelly on it?
Yes.
Oh, all right. That's one peanut butter with jelly.
Are you sure you don't want churned?
Coming up. Okay, so we're looking for peanut butter. Let's find out if it's out there. Where? So where is it under the $100 terms? I ask you.
Churned butter.
I ask you, Earl.
And ask you.
Apple
my
butter?
mother used to make apple
Churned
butter.
apple butter.
Yeah, churned apple butter.
I love that.
Revolting thought if I've ever heard of one. All right, she is looking for a little peanut butter to stick to the roof of her mouth. Let's see if it's under the $250 response. Bread and butter. That was Gary's answer. Yeah.
I think she's
Yeah.
got it.
You think she
Oh,
got
let's
it?
hope so, dear.
Last chance for peanut butter. All right, here's a $500 response. Slide it, Earl. There it is. Okay. Now, Nancy, you're up to $6,800 with the additional $500. Now you're going to have a try at $5,000. And you may choose any celebrity on this head-to-head match here except Gary, because you chose him last time. That's the rule. Whom do you choose?
Richard.
Okay, Richard. This will have to be...
Just a second. Do you forget I gave you churned? Oh, all right.
What was it?
He's going to do better this time.
Oh,
I
yes.
certainly couldn't do worse, could I?
All right, here we go. This is worth $5,000 now.
Blank butter.
No, it says Board blank. That's B-O-A-R-D blank. Board blank. B-O-A-R-D blank. All right, now he's finished, and he made up his mind very quickly there. And we ask you for your response to match his. What do you say?
Boardroom.
Boardroom. B-O-A-R-D room. All right. Now, Richard, it's show and tell time.
Well, I think room is right up there with churn.
Boardroom?
Well, I said
where they hold
walk.
Boardwalk. Oh, yeah. I guess boardwalk is a little better than boardroom, isn't
I
it?
think
Yeah.
so too.
But you said the first thing that came in your head?
Well, that's where I got churned. What do you
That's
think?
right. That's what came into your head.
Mess.
Okay, now, Nancy, you've still got the 6,800. You're going to meet another player now and play another game. So let's bring on Becky Prince. Hello, Becky. Hello, Becky.
Hi.
Whatever it stops. Nancy, you know Becky Prince?
Hi.
Now, Becky Prince is going to tell us a little bit about herself, please.
I'm thrilled to be here.
Well, we're delighted to have you here with us, Becky.
And I'd like to give a plug for your staff. It's just been fantastic to us. We've never had such a good time backstage.
Well, that's good. They're a nice bunch. That's very nice. Yeah. Diane Janiver and all those people who are in contact and recruit these people.
And your producer, Ira, has just been fantastic.
Ira Scutch is a splendid fellow.
It's just been great.
Yes. How do you feel about Johnny Olson?
Well, he hasn't been backstage with us, but we've enjoyed watching him.
See, isn't she's saying all the right things here.
How do you feel
Becky
about...
may win
how
up
do you
to
feel-
$1.98 on this show.
How do you
there.
feel about the president?
How do you feel about churned butter?
Becky, where are you from?
I'm from Columbus, Ohio, living out here now with my husband, and I have a small baby.
Okay.
Best kind.
You ready to go?
Yes, very ready.
All right, you got to stand by for a minute or two here while we do a little business, and we'll start this game. First, this for you. All right, shall we begin there? Becky, you want A or B?
B for Becky.
B for Becky, here we go.
Beef for churned butter.
B for churned butter. It was dinner time, and one cannibal said to the other, "Hey, you cut it out, that's my blank you're eating." Or, "That's my blank you're eating." Two cannibals talking, you see,
Yeah, I
dinner
got it.
time. One of them says, "Hey, cut it out, that's my blank you're eating."
There are several very good choices.
Yes, there
What
are.
are they?
Choose one.
All right.
Cut it out.
Or it could be.
That's my blank
cut it
you're
out,
eating.
That's my blank you're eating.
No, that's all right. That's my blank you're eating.
Right.
Oh, I get it.
That's
Now
my
I
blank
get
you're
it.
eating.
Blank you.
You should put little accents over the words you'd like to
Well, he
stress.
read-
Well, I have to give you all
And then
accents because one will lead you to an answer, and I don't want to do that.
I
That
held
would
down.
Everybody ready? Yes. It was dinner time, and one cannibal said to the other, "Hey, you cut it out. That's my blank you're eating."
Wife?
My wife? Okay. She said wife. Gary, what do you say?
I didn't say that. I said foot.
Foot. Yeah.
Sitting together at the same table. you
Right,
know.
naturally.
One has terrible table
Okay,
manners.
Brett?
Well, you know it gets awfully crowded when they get all scrunched up there together
Scrunched?
on that
Yeah.
little grass mat. I said, that's my leg you're eating.
Leg and foot? Yeah. That seems to be the answer. What do you say?
My other leg.
That's your other leg. Charles, since you've come back from New York, you're holding your answers upside down. I just wanted to point that out to you.
Dickie Dawson pointed that out to him, and he said,
Oh, am I?
I
Okay.
don't write him like that anymore.
He had a hard time in New York. He really did. Yes, Madlyn.
Well, I was going to say friend, but then I didn't think that they would cook their friend.
Well, they-
So I just said person.
Person.
Yeah, it's my person.
That's my person you're eating.
Yeah.
Or that's my person
That's
you're
it.
eating.
Oh, that's what it keeps
You
with
eat.
any women's lib
They're
complication.
all around
Yeah, they're all sitting around.
missionary. And
Yes. And the missionaries in the stew pot.
Well, that's what they eat, don't they? Missionaries.
That's right, they eat missionaries.
Well, yeah, it wouldn't be vegetarian. Guy puts it, and he said, "Ow! It's my arm you're eating."
Oh,
You
I
have
see.
to be there, of course.
Yes, naturally.
Do you have any churned butter? I must have to be off now.
Yes.
You are off now.
You gonna save him? Are you gonna save him?
No, I'm just going to say this very quickly and move right along. Father, you're reading, and it's wrong, and let's just go on to the next question.
All right, on to the next question. The next question is for Nancy. It's your first round question, and it goes like this. Now, you all remember Richard Dawson's TV show, Hogan's Heroes.
Indeed we do.
In which he played that.
Bob Crane's feathers.
Yeah. You remember that show?
Word
Yes.
of mouth killed us.
Yes. In which he played the marvelous fellow
took
Newkirk
10
there.
years.
Well, Richard said to Colonel Hogan, Colonel, I don't know how he said it, but because I don't know how.
Cockney, I spoke like that.
Oh, so he goes, so he says, Colonel, I've come up with a terrific plan to make money. I'm putting a blank in the escape tunnel.
Right.
That's
Gotcha.
what he said.
Okay.
I'm putting a blank in the escape tunnel.
I got this one.
I've got you do the worst Cockney accent I've ever heard in all my
How
life.
did Newkirk talk? I forgot. Just begin right down there.
Mine's not
Colonel,
bad,
I've come.
actually.
Colonel.
No, the Newkirk.
In the third year. We were very lonely in that camp. No, he spoke like that. Colonel, I've come up with this terrific plan to make money. I'm putting a blank in the escape tunnel.
In the escape tunnel.
And then they cancelled the show.
I love Robert Clary.
It's a shame. I was doing so well.
Okay, Nancy. He says, Colonel, I've come up with a terrific plan to make money. I'm putting a blank in the escape tunnel.
Movie show in the escape tunnel.
Movie show. That'll join the great immortals like churning butter. Gary, what do you say? She says a movie show.
This is especially important when you're escaping from New Jersey to New York. I said a toll gate.
A toll gate. Good answer. Yes, Brett, toll is good. What have you got? Have you got a good one?
Oh, yes, actually I have. He said, oh, God, Pete and Blimey, where's my coat? Let's put in a toll booth.
A toll booth, of course, that's the answer, yes. Charles.
Hogan's Heroes was wonderful, Richard.
Thank you, darling.
I used
Made
to
heroes
watch
of the
it.
Germans.
I used to watch it when I came home from school.
That was animal training school, of course.
He sucked you into that one, didn't he?
They say Hollywood wit is dead.
All right, Miss Madlyn, honey, what do you say?
I said
I'm
this.
putting a blank in the escape tunnel.
Toll bridge.
Toll bridge. So far, we got all those tolls there. And you, Newkirk.
Me, sir, I am putting in your basic toll booth.
A bicycle toll booth. Okay. Right. And what do you say? That's 5 toll booths we have so far.
Well, I've never been one to be different, and I'm not now, except that if anything happened to them, and have you ever seen that before? If anything happened to them on the way out, they could always say they died with their booth on.
I've never been so disappointed in anyone as I am in this moment.
Now, what we have here, you see, is 0 to 0.
That is your basic tie.
No. What we have here is 2 dummies, is what we have here. No, I'm only kidding, girls. I don't mean that at all. Second round question coming up in a moment. Right now, this message coming up for you, friend.
Today's consolation prizes are American Tourister Go Anywhere lightweight luggage, continental styling and carrying ease, American Tourister, the casual luggage that isn't made casually. And think of Richard Dial shampoo, the shampoo with special managing agents that leaves your hair soft and manageable with a natural looking shine. And you'll take the good times home with 4 cases of Hires Draft Style Root Beer, quality and distinctive taste that has made Hires a favorite for 100 years. And though he's not 100, he's still a favorite. That's Gene Rayburn in match game 75 when it resumes in a minute.
Here we are, friends. And we carry on. And we are carrying on. Go, Becky.
B was so lucky, I'll try it again.
Okay. Everybody plays because she didn't score the first time out.
Do you have a lift home, by the way?
What's that?
Do you have a ride home?
Yes.
Oh, all right. Otherwise, I'd... Okay.
No, thanks. Now listen to this. They threw George out of the tennis club because at the end of the match, he jumped over the net and blanked his opponent. That's what happened. They threw George out of the tennis club because at the end of the match, he jumped over the net and blanked his opponent.
Well, there are so many choices.
Oh,
It's
this is an
tricky.
easy one. There's one really marvelous answer.
Is there really?
Yes, I can't tell you. I can't give you any kind of a hint at all. Yes.
And it's not a chicken joke.
No, it's not a chicken joke.
I don't know.
All right.
Is it a fish joke? Something pretty fishy about it to me.
Ready for you, Charles. Waiting for you, Charles.
You know, he hasn't improved one bit from his long vacation. You'd
No.
think he's been a little
His hair
fat.
has grown a little bit since he's been back east there.
Well, that's because I waltzed it while he was away.
I never fail to wash it in a lovely sink of churned butter.
Now let's call on Becky, shall we, and ask her. They threw George out of the tennis club, Becky, because at the end of the match, he jumped over the net and blanked his opponent.
It's really hard. Hit with this racket or...
Hit his opponent. He hit his opponent.
You're supposed to do that, aren't you?
No. Jump over the net and shake hands. What do you say?
I think I said something a little more direct than that. I said he flattened his opponent.
He flattened his opponent. How about that? That's a match. Okay, there's one. Brett?
Well, this may be just a dash Elizabethan. I said smote.
Smote. There's another one. That's two. Charles?
This is American. Kissed.
Oh, leave it to him.
Well, not to me, certainly. Yes.
Yes, he hit him.
He hit him. That's three for you. What did he do to his opponent, Richard? Tell us the whole story.
Smoting, I think, is very bad for your health, isn't it?
Is it?
Charlie, does this mean the prom is on?
Kiss! All right, did he kiss him or did he hit him, Betty?
I was surprised about George. I didn't even think he was a member of this club. He kissed
He
him.
kissed him there. Okay, so that's three for you. And now let's see how you do. You gotta match three of them to stay in the game. Four will win another game. Tiny Tom Thumb said, "Ladies and gentlemen," his voice was much higher because his vocal cords. He said, "Ladies," but I can't do. "Ladies and gentlemen, I am the world's tiniest magician. Since I'm too small to pull a rabbit out of a hat, tonight I will pull a blank out of a thimble."
What a lovely thought.
Isn't it a beautiful
It's like
question?
a poem.
It is.
It's touching, is what
I'm
it
too
is.
small to pull a rabbit out of a hat, so tonight I will pull a blank out of a thimble, is what Tiny Tom Thumb said. All right, lower tier is ready.
What about us up here?
I
All ready.
before he, except
Okay.
others.
Nancy. Tiny Tom Thumb said, "Ladies and gentlemen, I am the world's tiniest magician. Since I'm too small to pull a rabbit out of the hat, tonight I will pull a blank out of a thimble."
A pea.
All right. Okay. Yes. Shuck a pea right out of the pod and make it
Sounds
appear.
like
Does
a
it have anything to do
song
with a submarine?
No.
I don't know. That's a joke from last week.
I
isn't it?
know.
don't know.
They wouldn't remember.
No, I said flea. Rhymes with pea, and that spells pool.
Yep. I will pull a flea out of a thimble.
I'm sorry.
Well,
That's a
I'm
reasonable answer.
sorry. I thought only a teensy-weensy little flea would
Flea. Yeah. Flea out of a thimble. Charles.
I said what I got a lot of in my kitchen. Ants.
Ants.
And a few uncles, too, I happen to know.
Gonna match the rest of them to stay in the game. Nancy, let's see what Madlyn offers.
But what's on my doggy? Flea.
Flea! So that means Becky wins the game. Ants and ants. Okay, come on down, Becky. Here we are. Congratulations.
I wanted to do that all my life.
You have. Holy mackerel. All right, you stand by for a moment while we say goodbye to Nancy. We'll be leaving here with a total of $6,800. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's
Come on,
fun.
Nancy.
Thank you all very much.
Now while she's rolling around, we're going to do a little commercial here, okay? Becky had to run off someplace because we ran out of time. But we just have a moment to thank Gary for being with us here for the length of time that Charles was gone. He really filled your shoes very well. Did a splendid job. But he's going to be back from time to time.
Over my dead body.
No.
That's actually, she just, again, she beat me to the gun, as it were.
What? Why?
I just wanted to say that she's been a terrific sport, and I love her very much.
Yes, she is. She takes her... And Charles, we're delighted that you're back. What's that?
No, it's for Richard. Richard.
He's busy right now. Take a message.
Richard.
We're not leaving the show, but well, what the heck?
Yes, Alan, everything I told you in New York is true. God.
Now listen, you're all splendid, and we shall see you for very soon, in the very near future. But when the next time we all get together, it'll be this group of celebrities whom you will have the pleasure of seeing.
Jack Albertson, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Reilly, Lynn Redgrave, Richard Dawson, and Patty Doyle.
So this is Gene Rayburn from Match Game 75. Join us next time, if you please. I thank you. Goodbye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 75. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Stay tuned for Tattletales next over most of these CBS stations.